I thought I was coming here to dig ditches and lay pipe. And I figured out about an hour and a half into this on Monday that they didn't need us to dig the ditches and lay the pipe. That's not why we were there, but it took me about 2 days to figure we're here to show them that we care, that the North Americans do care about what's going on, and as the opportunity to progress, to introduce them to Jesus if that opened up. But it was here for the relationship, not to dig the ditches.
For me, it was really 100% spiritual, because I'm so wound up in my family and providing for them, and you've invited me on a couple of these before, and the reason I wouldn't go is because it was hard for me to let go of that life, and I knew that by coming here I would have a break from that life, and it brings me back to my natural faith following steps each day. And to see these guys and how they depend on God and this land to live really puts everything in perspective. And my partner Gregorio, man, he was sick the whole trip. No one really knew, but he was working out of excitement and enjoyment. And like he said, he was happy that he got fresh water. And to be a part of that, I mean, there's really no words. Just like trying to explain God, there's no word for it.
Of course, I was coming thinking that I was going to help the folks, and you know, my main concern was, of course, like everybody else has said, trying to communicate with them, and I found that that they didn't really need us. They're fully capable of doing all this stuff themselves, and I'm coming away, you know, having a newfound respect and an understanding of what they go through in this life and everything. And a few of the things that have surprised me is getting to know Pedro, my partner, and understanding that and appreciating the fact that he loves God, and that he's a good man, and he loves his family, and he's a good provider, and he's also a hard worker. And you know, I just you know, just really appreciate him.
You know, on that first day, you realize really quickly that there's no way you're going to work as much as he does, and so you kind of have to reset your expectations. Okay, I'm not here to put in the pipe, like the other guy said, to put in the pipe and dig the holes. I'm here to invest in Santos, and so I learned to be proactive and really pursue his heart. And that's something that I struggle with. That's hard to do, and kind of pursuing someone and sharing the love of Christ with them. And I'm hoping I'll be able to take that away from here and be able to continue replicating that. And the second thing is kind of a reset of priorities. I mean, nobody likes taking an ice cold shower from fresh spring water, but it reminds you that, you know, all the things we spend money on that we think are necessities aren't necessarily necessities. You know, these people are happy, and these people are living their lives. It could be better, definitely. I mean, they needed clean water. But it's given me pause about the things that I really labor after and chase after and long for.
This, for me, was a phenomenal catalyst to try to really get to be bolder, to really seek after the heart of the young men.
The reset button is very deep within a man, and it's hard for a man to reset that by himself. He avoids it. He'll do anything not to hit it, and it sometimes takes an adventure and also a dependence upon each other and upon God and prayer and the Bible to hit that reset button. But once it's hit, you feel it within yourself.
For me, the reset button is getting you guys here as prepared as we can be, and oriented as best as we can, so that you can get the most out of it. I hear you talk about that it is impacting you in some form or another. That's my reset button, because that's what I do. Now, do I have a personal one? It's just being here all the time. You know, digging the ditches. I enjoy digging ditches. Hiking up those crazy mountains, and then the relationships. Those are my resets. But just know that what makes me really, really happy is just you guys experiencing every aspect of this to its fullest.
Really seeing the impact that we might be able to have in their lives, you know, as far as sharing them Christ and seeing that it's much bigger than just the water. That's the focal point, and I think that with that is where we are able to really, that's the vehicle we use to introduce the living water that Christ is.
Even though we live in two different worlds, we're very much the same. We and they, we love our families. We like to spend time with our families. We're proud of what we have. We like to share it with others, and it didn't matter whether you were Honduran or American. That was the same.
While we have David there, you want to address this, David?
What?
The fact that this may be the last video you ever make.
Full of worms, this guy.
Remember, they can be gone in 2 months, as short as 2 months.
That's when it's